Okay, so this is the view where you actually can get from your browser. By double clicking your 3D, you should able to get your view out. From there, this is the icon, so called virtual style. So you select what type of finishing or the view you like to see. Wireframe, hidden line, this standard default. Then this one here is shaded. That means there's a direction of a so-called sun shining on it. The other one will be called consistent color. That means at any direction, there's no dark face. Others is like realistic and ray trace. This one will use up a lot of your resources. So your Revit will be very slow. So if those PC that already slow don't do that. Either consistent color or shaded will do. Okay. Of course, if you want to enable the shadow, you see shadow. Shadow will also slow down your PC performance, huh? All right, because there's one sun casting direction. Okay, I never like to use shadow because it can be confusing at times. If okay, now look at your model now. Like for this one here that I'm doing now is this. Okay, and let me set my view to a consistent color. So highlight your column and you look for the command called align. Okay, I believe now you should be more or less how to use your align command. So select align, pick on the component, the line work at your CAD. So this one, you apply this, it goes. You select this wall and you pick this. See, it fit nicely. Okay. And when you're viewing in plan and you have a 3D component overriding your plan, all right, you notice that some line work will be disappear. If it disappear, you must set the plan visual style to wireframe in order to see through. Okay, so do it when necessary. If not, ideal view should be hidden line. So sometimes from time to time when you do adjustment, it's either hidden line or wireframe. Okay, so I'm going to align this now, which is this column. Reference, align, reference, align. See that? The position now is correct. The last one, which is here. Reference, align, reference, align. See? Once done, clear your command. Now, your 3 column in place. Any questions? All good?
So
Yes.
how you put the 3D page side by side?
WT, tile window.
WT.
Yeah. Just
okay.
that WT.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. All done? So far, my column during structure, because it's cement and cement is in gray color. Of course, normally when you create the structural component and when the surface want to look nicer, by default, you just
Sorry,
paint
sir.
it as white color.
So,
Why? Yes.
how do you go back from WT to full screen?
TW, reverse or WT. TW means single screen. So you need to select whether first story or 3D. You type TW, that current view will become a single screen. Must remember these two shortcut key because you got to use it every now and then. All right, WT, TW. Okay. So these 3 columns, I would like to change the material to white. All right, so I just select one of them. The material, you can see that from column is not here. You go to edit type, you see the material is here. See this? Material category change here. Okay, you notice that the material is actually if you type from here, concrete. Okay, so column in this style of so-called shop houses or bungalow whatsoever normally is cast in situ. Now the term cast in situ means you cast at the site. So as CE, you guys must know what are material to be used. Okay, but because sometimes is architecture, they might not specify clearly. So you guys must know if it's concrete. Next time you are doing the structure for the other class, you need to know is concrete cast in situ. If it's a precast, then it's a precast because the physical and the thermal data is different when it comes to construction. Okay, so meantime, I will set this as cast in situ. You can see the color default is this color. All right. So if I want to set the background to white, you can actually change this white color. Yeah. Then you apply. You should see that the column is white in color. See, it's white in color now. So you got to assume that you paint it lah, you know. Yeah. If not, gray color is very ugly. All right. Archi color contrast, if it's not specified, set them as white color first. Okay, so called the foundation color, the painting mat, also called the base color of the component is always white, easy to cover for start. So I'm going to select one by one, edit type, set the material to cast in situ. At the same time, this is white, apply, okay. Apply should not be a problem. Just need to go through that process. Okay, cast in situ, okay, apply, okay, is white now. Questions? Now here, I might not concern what is the height yet. It's only when we do this adjustment, all right, then you will know, understand better. I believe just now when you guys go for break, Khan was asking me something. What is this? Is it Khan? You right? 100. What is 100.8? So far, anyone knows or not? After, I mean, just now before class up, I did mention. Anyone want to clarify
level?
this? Yes, this is a level that is above. Every country will have a different sea level. For Singapore, our sea level is above 100. That means Singapore won't be, so-called what, sink. If you're, not say sink, how should I put it? Flood into your house. So that means if you build a house, depends on different zone. Or like maybe in Bukit Timah, you are at this Pasir Ris, you are at this Thompson Road, whatever. So this normally your level is above 100, which is maybe 108 lah, 106 lah, or 110. All right, but definitely must be above 100 because Singapore, the landscape is above 100 sea level. Okay, so you do guys don't confuse that. But I believe some of y'all confused because you notice that when you look at your elevation, you tell me your plan base level is 101. If you go to your east, you tell me it's 0. Is it you're confused, Tan?
Yes.
Okay. Only you're confused. How about the rest? Because if you got doubts, I must clear your doubts. I don't want you guys to follow blindly and so on. I know 202 CA, they understand because they went through the structural class. But 211, you guys are new in this. So I want you guys to understand too. Questions? Or you prefer to say, if I set this guy same as my plan, is it easier for you to follow? That means my level 1, I should see 101.00 at here. Then I should see this level as RL level if you are doing architecture. If you are doing as the architecture consultant, then here should be shown as finished floor level. Is that you all prefer better that way?
I think currently less confusing.
Sorry?
I think current way is better, like show as 0, less confusing.
Okay. Can one feel that it's better that way? Why you think it's better? Kenghua.
A lot of maths need to do like 101, then plus 3150 like that.
You
Like
see, this level 0 represent 101.00. If this level is dropped, what is the actual calculation? Anyone can answer? Because you're the one that do the model. I want you all to understand. Because since some of you all voice out this, I must clear your doubt. Then you interpret better that way, or easier for you that way. You see, if this is 0, this is 101. So this landing is this value minus this is 100 mm. So in other words, this floor is same at this level, but this one later you must minus 100. Is it easier? Or you will see that this level 1 or living level 101 is the same as this level 101. Easy to link up. You get what I mean now? Guys, you got to decide, come to that, because I want you guys to understand at the same time, not just also, follow me blindly. No problem, Zikri. What is your preference? I always open to your, okay? I don't want to say, hey, you must follow me what I'm teaching. Important thing is I teach, you must understand. You don't understand, no point for me to continue. Yes, phone. You agree? Agree as what? Leave it as 0 or set it like, follow the floor plan. I see your hand is there. Anyone?
So the living 101 is equal to the 0 first story.
Yes. Because when a building being built, the base level is always referred to your first story plan. But because first story plan, by looking from the plan here, you might not know which one. You get what I mean? So actually can't ask that question is actually later part I will need to show you. But since he voiced out, that means he just want to ensure that which level or the value that we are referring. You get what I mean? So this are doubt. I know that some of y'all might not be in the architecture trade, or you might not doing structure. It's just that when you come to this course, you are taking structure. So as a building information wise, whether it's archi, structure, or anything, we need to able to interpret if you are given a drawing plan or a model. So what are all these values? What is RL 101 or finish floor level 106 whatsoever? So you guys need to understand.
But in real life scenario, both ways also can.
No. In real life scenario, there's no 0. 0 is only if you are doing conceptual archi. If you are doing architecture, okay, listen carefully. If you are doing different discipline, for instance, if you are doing conceptual, means what? You just do design. When you do design, you are the level that you are assemble on, that is not the concern. Conceptual, basically, you are designing the component out. They don't care about the level. That's why you can see 0. But if you are doing architecture consultant, then your level 0 here, it should be put there as FFL 101.00, because you are doing a real world building. And how architect get this finished floor level 101 is from the surveyor information. This is how the thing works. Same thing as if you are doing construction, that means you are main con. Main con concern not finished floor level, is the structural floor level, which is SFL. Then if you are doing MEP, MEP concern is finished floor level, FFL, in real world scenario. That's why what I'm teaching you here, I'm related you guys to a real world scenario. I don't like to teach when so-called fantasy thing. Yeah. Okay, so that's why I want you to understand. If not, some of you guys look at the plan, how to identify what is a column or what is a wall. Agree? I think just now Jerry asked me, who? Clement, you also asked me, right? So you guys need to read or know how to interpret what is given to you all. I think 201, you're learning AutoCAD, right? AutoCAD, is giving you a plan and you must know how to read. The teacher will teach you a command, you need to draw a grid line and so on. It's just that in AutoCAD, that's 2D. What you are dealing with now is 3D model. Basically, a step to approach to build is still the same. How is it? Which is better for you all to understand? Or you tell me, sir, I want to be different. I want to build my model is like a real world information. Yeah.
So, but if you do a river, then you need to do with the regulations, all right?
Yeah lah. That means at least my grid, all these things, I'm still my level, I'm still able to get what I want. It's still okay. I'm able to do that. It's just that the model, because you're saying architecture, not construction, I can still able to show you what to make, what to build. But just that, as I say, you don't confuse what is 0, what is IL 101. You see? Okay? This is what I want you to learn. Not just to say, oh, build for the sake of the learning of building, but you must know what you are building in real life. Or maybe next time you work in the construction firm, you need to interpret what's the value there. What is FFL, what is SFL, what is 101, and so on. It's not a must, the value must be 101. Sometimes can be 102.3. Depends on the site, the surveyor measure, determine which is the base. All right, the base level to start your measurement, because you must have a reference level. It's always your first story. Okay? I think I decide lah. You guys all so quiet. Aiyo. We're asking and nobody respond. Only a handful respond. There's 40 plus of you, young man. Don't tell me you're not around. I hope you guys are around, right? Don't rely on video too much, please.
Yes.
I think Steve, the current one lah. Unless someone requests 101, then they voice out lah. If not, we stick to current one lah.
I'm okay. All okay?
Yep.
Yes, okay.
Okay, good. Then we continue. Okay, so elevation, you can see my concrete is here and it's exactly at their 0 level. But you notice that in your CAD file, this is different. Look at the drop. See now? We'll come to that later, then we adjust. But meantime, don't get confused by that yet. Okay, let me open up my 3D view. Then elevation I close first. So slowly you'll get to understand as your models start to take place. Okay. Next things we want to build now is actually this wall here, or your wall here. Yeah. All right. So all this wall, how are we going to create? Okay. First thing first, let's measure what is the thickness for this wall. So distance measure again. Here, vertical down. Okay, this is 200. This is 200. Okay. Next one, let's see this one. 200. My front entrance wall here. So this front entrance wall here is 150, and this is 150. Okay. The rest here is 200. All right. So my exterior wall is all 200.
Can do the measurement again?
Yeah, I'm doing now. See?
No, as
You
in
just
for
need
the...
to get.
Okay, never mind,
Sorry.
it's okay.
No worry, I'm doing that. That's why I try to tracking. See, you get the tools, you just go near, pick a point, and just move along. Yeah, this is the wall. So it's 200. Quick to take a quick measurement to ensure that what we are doing now, make sure it's correct. So it's all 200. So we can one shot draw all your wall. See, all is 200. Yeah. Okay, this one also 200. Okay. So basically, only these two wall, the exterior one, this is 150. This all 200. So I need to create two exterior wall. One is 200, one is 150. Questions? If no, let's do it now. How we going to create your wall? First, go to your architecture tab. The wall shortcut key is WA. All right. So select architecture wall. Later don't ask me how I come to here. You make sure you select your archi wall first and select what type of wall you want. Now here in Revit, they have what we call the basic wall. Basic wall, when you see CAV, meaning is cavity, because all this sample wall is for US. US like to build wooden wall, which is inside they have wool or some cotton or kind of wool material to prevent the heat loss when it comes to winter. So it acts as a cavity for air exchange. Okay, Singapore we don't have. We are purely just concrete. All right, concrete is one thing, but because you are building a terrace, so terrace normally for quick construction they will use block wall. Yeah, so they can decide what type of block wall they want, the width plus the finishes when you plaster. Of course, when you're talking about mass production, like HDB and condominium, you can precast make the wall, which is faster lah. Precast, like I think BCA, the blocks D and E, all these are precast. But this is not, is one step further, is DFMA. What is DFMA? That means they pre-assemble like a Lego, building by building or component by component. So if you guys are doing construction, you should come to a topic called DFMA. Yeah, go and take a look to understand what is DFMA. Okay, so here, exterior wall is quite difficult to select one to create. As you can see, a lot of them is cavity. So the closest that I can choose is the brick, which is I need to thoroughly modify this. So how to start? Go to edit type. The purpose of edit type is to create a new wall type, or just now your new column type. That's why it must always edit type. Type selector is when you create the edit type, then you use it. That's why I call a selector. Choose a different type of wall to apply and draw inside here. Okay, ready? Go to edit type. Here I will choose exterior 215 brick as my base. After that, I will duplicate. So I call this as my exterior wall. So EXTERIOR wall 200 mm. This is what we want. For Archi, when you create wall, you specify as a whole pieces. Okay, inclusive of your finishes. So I pick OK. Then go to your parameter or construction category. You see here says structural. Go to edit. Now it's only one tab. Now if you can't see what you are creating, remember to select the preview. You see that your wall graphics will appear. Am I too fast, or you guys are following me? Okay. All good?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Good.
Okay. So normally for exterior wall, the plaster is around 20 to 25. We based on Singapore, not any other country. 20 to 25. So in other words, exterior, interior, your your plastering is 20/20. So in other words, my core itself is what? 200 minus 40, so it's 160 thickness. So in other words, what you're seeing from the layer, all this 1, 2, 3, on top is telling you this is your exterior side of your wall. This is your interior side of wall. Interior means what? Here is your interior that is facing out exterior. Okay, so the core boundary is talking about this line. Then the structure itself is the content that is here. The core boundary below is this line. So we need to add your plastering finishes. You need to insert an element, which is by default, it comes to here. You're going to move up outside the core because your plaster, you plaster outside your structure, correct or not? Now, before you make any changes, you need to set what is its function. So from here, you see that we have structure, substrate, thermal air, finish 1, finish 2, and membrane. For US, if just for understanding, membrane is something like plastic zero equipment, like to do what? Damp proof or kind of a glue whatsoever, which is the value for membrane layer is always 0. You cannot change one. For air exchange, yes, this is the thermal layer. So you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 represent priority. Priority means how when the wall comes to meets. Higher priority is 1, right? It can cut through the lower priority. As you can see, they are in line. So your core structure is also, it's always the higher priority. Then what is substrate? Substrate is like another type of material, quite close to to concrete. It can be some other stuff. Yeah, concrete can be some other thing. Maybe some I don't know what's that In Singapore, I think we use as a concrete only, but in US can be something else. Maybe a board or something that is other than the wood itself. Because in US, the structure is wood. Singapore, concrete is the structure. Yeah, so we need to identify the two different things. So for ours here, finish 1 is our finish plaster. Normally we use for exterior. Then the thickness, I want it to be set as 20 mm. Okay, you click apply or enter. You see the thickness is out. So category here, it should be plaster. So plaster, you can choose for plaster. If here do not show you plaster, you can just type yourself plaster, P-L-A-S in short. Automatically, it should appear. Come on. See, plasterboard or plastering. All right. So select plaster and ensure that the color is white in color. Okay. You have created this white color. You need to insert one more at the bottom, which is the finishes for interior, finish 2. Here is also 20 plaster, and same thing is plastering also. Plaster. Okay, so look something like this. All good. Before I continue,
Just so you created another table, right? Another
table.
column, right?
Yeah,
Like,
another layer. They call them as
okay.
layer here. See, the name is called layer. So you have layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5. So layer 1 is here. Layer 2 is the line. Layer 3 is the core here. Layer 4 is the line. Layer 5 is this plaster thickness. You see, 0, 0 means is your structural component. So you must try to understand.
Bernard, what is the plaster color you choose?
It's white by default.
Okay.
Yeah, plaster color default is white. It's white default. Unless it show you gray in color, then you change. If not, we leave it. Okay. Now only left is my structure here. You see, this is brick. In Singapore nowadays, we don't use brick. It's actually block wall or something else. So must be a concrete stuff lah. So structure, we leave it as the function. The material we're going to choose is something called concrete. So look for concrete. And if they lay those what do you call that, wood or kind of mold for casting, then it's called cast in situ. If yours is using by block to stack up, then it's majorly stone now. But normally we still take it as cast in situ concrete lah, which is like this lah when the cast section. Cement ma. All right. Of course, cement by default is gray color lah, but if you want to change to white, it's still all right because for Archi, internal material not critical yet. All right, it's just that you need to specify setup correctly. Okay.
But I'm missing out because I don't know why, but after I select the finish tool, but the red but it actually came up on top instead of below.
That's why you need to move up and down. Look at the sequence here. You can select this, move up or down. See all this? You can move up or down. See, move up and moving it. See now, move down. You are setting the location. All this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the same as what you look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you shift up or down from here, you can see it's moving. So don't worry. All good?
Yep.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
Why cannot find this type of the wall?
Don't worry. You can pick any wall type. It's just that I choose this. It's easy for me to delete whichever or lesser information for me to delete. Yeah, because you need to duplicate the name called exterior wall 200. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Lesser component, lesser, faster ma.
Can I share my screen?
Yep, hold on. Okay. Ling Yue.
Mine is in this sequence, but there's a green color line here.
Okay, the green color because your wireframe, not the wireframe, the what do you call that? Your thickness is highlighted, which is this one. This one here. You never gray off. That's why this one look very thick.
I
You see, when I pick OK first,
Okay.
Okay, you notice that you turn on this. This is on, now it's off. You go back to your edit wall. It become thin already. Come on. See?
Okay.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Oops, I've been signed out. Oh no, who is using my login? Please, it will distract my Revit, please. I'm damn scared. You guys still can see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because it says that I've been signed out. I'm worried it's going to disturb my login. It will not be recorded. Oh my goodness. Who is that guy is kacau me? Alamak. Later recording spoiled. Don't blame me. Okay. I don't know who is guy. That guy is locking us out. Angry.
Bernard, can you re-show the step where you made the borderline thinner?
Okay, give me a minute. I want to look for something first because there is this view that has disappeared. Okay, let me click OK first. Is this one thin line?
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
thin line. Yeah. What happened to my view now? Something has been distracted. My camera gonna disturb already. New share it. Stop sharing. Okay, okay. Now it's back. The sign out thing suddenly throw me out. Hold on. But surprisingly, it's still recording. Hopefully, it won't clash on my video. Okay, all good.
So you do the thin lines is for which one?
It's just to display for anything in Revit because in Revit, the line weight is on always. You need to off it. This is on. You check it's off. If not, later design looks scary. Very thick lah. Yeah,
Okay,
the
can.
content. Okay, so let's me go back to my Archi wall, my exterior wall edit type. So for this case, I have created one. So the thickness here, total together must be 200. So I change this to 160. Okay. All right. So, okay, I've created this wall 200. We need to create one more, which is another wall, which is 150. All right. So 150 duplicate again from this exterior wall 200. You type this 150 mm. Okay. Then change the content here. All right. So this is, I think, what? Who's that?
Your 215 down you say you change to what?
Change to 160 lah. Why leh?
Okay, can.
Suddenly I thought what's happening. Okay, so now 150. So I'll change my plaster to 10 mm. It cannot be so thick now, right? Because that's your thinner wall. If I set 200, 150, my wall is very thin, 110 only for my front door. If you want to set to, it's okay lah. Let's say you leave it as 20. Then this one is 110. So sum up your 2020 is still the same 150. Okay. Apply. So you have two different wall to draw now. Questions?
So wait, go back.
Which
To your
one?
edit type.
No, which one? Which wall?
The 150.
Okay. Edit.
Oh, okay.
I maintain the 20 lah, because exterior wall normally they need thicker plastering normally. Yeah. But because it's a small wall, so I think 110 should be normal.
Can. Thank you so much, Chair.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so for a start, you want to leave this on and you want to draw your wall. And you know that start drawing your wall, take note lah. These are all your wall tools. So you want to draw single line or based on line to draw your wall. You prefer to draw segment by segment, or why I say segment by segment, because you can see that when you select line, you walk piece by piece. But How this wall affect this view, or how you manage, is actually at your option bar and the correct wall type. So I need to select is the 200. Then how this wall being seen. You need to draw a wall is from connecting from first story to second story. So currently I'm at first story. So the connecting height, which is here, is not unconnected. It should be second story. Then automatically is 3150. See now, it's auto because you already create the level. Okay. Then when you are drawing your wall, you notice that here got different connections. If you are doing architecture, normally you use wall center, finish face exterior, finish face interior to draw. If you guys are doing structural, you should use core center or core face exterior or core face interior. You must remember that. Okay, so now I'm using the core face interior to draw. All right, and I'd like to draw from here first. Why? Because all the way from what you see here, your wall thickness is 200. Only this piece is 150. So I leave it last. So when you draw tracking from here all the way, it's 200 ma. So it's easy. If not, you draw half, change, draw half, you change. Important thing is try to feel it to understand. Okay. When you see any opening, please don't stop there. You still need to draw as a piece. Okay. This opening, because when you add a door or window, it will automatically cut. All right. 2D presentation is shown as a cut, but for modeling, we don't do that. So please be careful. So zoom in. I will select this outside. All right. Like this. See now, look at my wall. Okay. Then you draw from here. Actually, you can stop here. Okay. You can actually off the chain, escape. You see that your wall, one part is already drawn. Now like this. Cool. See now. Can continue from your plan. Select carefully, snap from here. Then you draw. Stop here. Turn. See, my chain is off. You draw piece by piece. But when piece by piece, be careful which part you are snapping. You snap wrongly, you see that your wall is offset. So if you can't be sure, always remember to zoom in for accuracy. Please be careful on that. Okay. Select this, you draw. Stop here. Pick again. Stop here. Pick again. Snap. Draw. All the way stop here. Last piece is here. Continue. You stop here. And one more piece is careful. The two line should be here. Look carefully. See, wrong. Don't select wrongly. Should be here. Snap and start to draw. Then you stop here. You pick again. You stop here. See that? So at least see from your viewpoint, your exterior, you did sketch correctly. See how you join, how they cleans up. It should be like that. Everyone have my same view as mine. Do slowly. No need to rush.
No,
Important thing,
I
as I
want to
said.
see your
Which one?
the building again for the
Which plan? Plan or 3D?
no the plan.
Yeah lah, plan here lor. Nah.
Yeah, I want to see the wall you draw for.
Oh, I've draw start from here.
Okay.
Ah,
After you draw until the end, is it?
the end lor. Because this whole piece whole piece here.
Okay.
Then
After
I
I just start from the end,
here.
I draw.
That's why you can see I never on the chain. Make sure the pieces, when you reflect the view here, see in 3D here, it must follow the same lah. See that, the design?
So it's supposed to have the additional at the side, right?
Yup. Normally,
okay.
yes. I mean, for this case, yes. All right. For this case, is yes. But these are some designs essence lah, which is in real world might not be. But because architect, when they design, they want the house to appear like look big lah. The aesthetics is very important to when you architect design houses. Okay.
Sure, I can't
Let
make
me
it to the center.
come into center.
Like after I draw the first
Okay.
one.
What is the selection here at option
Core-
bar? I'm
core
using
face.
finish face interior.
Okay.
So when I connect here, I didn't select center. I pick from this joint, which is you can see from your drawing. Mine now is gonna block lah, see? Unless the view now I set this to wireframe, then I can see all my Windows stuff components. See?
Okay, can. Yeah, I got
So
it. Yeah, I got it.
try to have two view when you are doing it lah. So at least it's clear. Not so taxing on it. See the view. Yeah. Oh.
Can I ask something?
Yeah. Us.
In the 3D view, right? How
Hmm.
do I hide the plan view in the 3D one?
Okay, because previously you insert at time is you never select current view. So when it's there already, you just come to your 3D view, you go to your visibility graphics override. You see this? When you're in the 3D view, you go to imported category. Here, you should see the first story plan. You uncheck the tick here on your first story plan. It will not show.
How do you get to a visibility graphic override?
Properties. You can type VG or get from your properties palette here. Remember last few lesson we talked about VG, VV, the visibility control.
Yep.
I must remember that. Because when you do modeling, you need to use these tools quite often. Yeah.
So I uncheck the
The
level one.
plan itself, correct. The first story plan itself, you disappear.
Sure.
Mm.
I can't. I don't know why, but it's not in the center after when you're going up to D8, which is the dining area. I can't seem to just from the because I finished the W4 already. Then when I want to go up, it doesn't appear to be in the center. What is it supposed to be for the location line?
I'm using here is hold on. Finish face interior.
Yeah, then after that is select.
If it's outside, space bar is to toggle your wall to flip. Space bar.
Oh, okay.
You must, when you observe, when you draw the wall, look at your option bar. It will tell you space bar to flip wall. If you are drawing with a different, facing. Remember, okay? All this you got to explore and try and understand. Yeah, that's why I give you some time to draw, is to want you to understand the logic behind. Okay. Hold on, let me stop recording first. Not later too long. Hey, why I stop sharing? Hold on. Click wrongly.